it's Jona, and another season of Cobra Kai has come and gone. Can you believe it? I know I can't believe it. It came and it went so fast. One thing, right off the bat I'm gonna complain. One thing I hate about Cobra Kai, and it's not necessarily even about Cobra Kai, is that they release it all at once. The season comes out and it's every single episode dropped at the same time. This bothers me because everybody watches it so fast and you have to be super careful of spoilers, and then that makes you rush through it. I would rather savor it and enjoy it and feel that anticipation for it instead of feeling like I have to watch it all in one go. But at the same time, it is such an exciting show and it captivates me so much that I have trouble not watching it all at once. It's so hard to stop. I just want to keep going and see what happens next. So it's a blessing and a curse, but mostly a curse. It also makes it harder to review because I feel like it's all jumbled in my brain. I have no clue what happened in each episode. I just know my overall thoughts. What can I say? I had so much fun watching this season, as I do every single Cobra Kai season. It is just such a joy. It makes my cheeks hurt from smiling. It's just the most fun show, and I adore it with all of my heart, and it never lets me down, ever. Am I worried that a season 6 hasn't been announced yet? Yeah. Do I feel like they kind of left this in a weird place to go into a season 6? Yeah. But am I super excited for a potential season 6? Yeah. Okay, let's look at IMDb. So the first episode says, Daniel's new ally turned housemate, Chosen, tests Amanda's patience. Miguel searches for his father in Mexico. Terry starts to transform Cobra Kai. Episode 2, Chosen and Daniel hatch a risky plot against Terry. In Mexico, Robbie and Johnny look for Miguel, who discovers the truth about his dad. So I will say that I felt that Miguel's dad's storyline was very quick. And this show does move quickly. They don't what am I saying? I was gonna say they don't dwindle on stuff. Is that the right word? I don't think dwell. They don't dwell on stuff. They just move, and that's one of the things I love about it because my attention span, it's perfect for it. But the Miguel father storyline in particular felt maybe a little bit anticlimactic / rushed, given that it was kind of a cliffhanger from the last season and it's been kind of built up. But Xolo was amazing in that whole storyline. I really loved his performance, and the emotion that he conveys is just amazing. And seeing Johnny and Robbie go after him was so fun. Right off the bat, Johnny was making me laugh with some of the problematic things that he says. He's so funny. There's something about him, that these are things he should not be saying, but the way that he says it, that his intent isn't to offend or be awful. And I think that's what makes him such a compelling and dynamic character. I loved seeing him and Robbie have time together because I have been rooting for that. It was just really good. Right off the bat, it was just what Cobra Kai is, and that was really great to see. Episode 3. Another enemy from Daniel's past resurfaces. After a spa day and some soul searching, Sam comes to the decision about her future with Miguel. Okay, I say this every time I talk about Cobra Kai, but I really struggle with Sam. And that has nothing to do with Mary. I love Mary. I feel like she and I could be really good friends. I sound like a broken record, but sometimes Sam just really rubs me the wrong way, and I feel like this season she was rubbing me the wrong way. There were just a couple of times where I was like, oh, Sam, really? Really? And breaking up with Miguel, I get that she wanted to practice self-care and stuff, but there was something she said, I wish I could remember what it was, either in the first episode or maybe in this one, where I was like, really, Sam? Oh, it was when they were on the phone and he was in Mexico and she was like, you haven't even asked me about the tournament. I'm sorry, is he not going through a life crisis right now? Sam, really? And then later in the season, okay, we're skipping ahead, when she was at Stingray's house and she was like, well, thanks for nothing, after he had just told them this emotional story about him almost dying and that he's fearing for his literal life. Really, Sam? Really? So, but Miguel getting her the octopus necklace just tore my heart into pieces. The way he dropped it, I was like, oh, I hate this. That was so sweet. And I think this was the episode that ended with Mike's store burning down, which was what? They really upped the ante with that. Whatever that phrase means, I think I'm using it right. They really upped the ante. I also liked that he came back and he was just a normal guy. Just loving selling his furniture. They could have just left him alone. They could have just let him be. I also just loved all of the Chosen and Daniel stuff. That was so fun. I recently watched Karate Kid 2, like the week before watching this, and so it was so cool to see them, like, not enemies. The next episode, Johnny and Carmen's romance flies high while Daniel and Amanda are rattled by Terry's schemes. The teens' feuds spill over at the water park. Why can't we have nice things? Oh, this is the one where Johnny was an Uber driver. That was hilarious. The next episode, Daniel leans on a friend and frenemy. Tensions come to a head for Miguel and Robbie. A familiar face returns. Okay, Miguel and Robbie fighting it out and then coming to a peace was really nice to see. I have wanted Johnny, Robbie, and Miguel to just have this nice, harmonious relationship for so long. So I truly felt like I was winning, and that's what I took away from that episode. I don't remember anything else that happened. Nothing else matters to me. That's what I wanted, and it's what I got. And Johnny trying to make an escape room for them, that was adorable, you have to admit. Oh, but this is the one where Terry got to Daniel because he went to Stingray's house. That was really scary. I didn't like that at all. It scared me. I was so worried for Daniel. The next one, Terry recruits an expert in the way of the fist. Daniel walks away from a fight, and Johnny and Chosen pick one. In prison, Kreese confronts old demons. I feel like I don't remember specifics of this, but I loved the part where Johnny, Daniel, and Chosen became like a team of senseis, and even Amanda joined in and bowed to them. That was great. I really thought Amanda was gonna learn karate. I was really excited for that, but there's always next season if we get one. The next one was the one with the eggs, which was such a great random thing. I also loved when Johnny and Daniel tricked Kreese. That was epic. They got the info they needed and then they were like, ha, joke's on you, old man, and it was great. A coveted spot in an elite international tournament ignites a fight between dojos. Tori's loyalties are tested. Sam struggles to let Miguel go. Well, Sam, you did it to yourself. I always love a good montage. I like the montage between Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do Eagle Fang. Miyagi Fang. Eagle-Do. I think that was the one where they had a party at the end and Sam saw Miguel kissing another girl, which was weird. That seemed a little bit out of character for Miguel, but he was sad and wanted to kiss somebody, that's fine. But then when Tori came and Sam got mad at her, I was like, no, we were so close. Because I was so happy that Tori came over to their side and was willing to talk and willing to work together, but then Sam got all upset. That was another moment where I was like, Sam, really? Oh, I was so sad. Episode 9, I remember episode 9 being very stressful. Tori pays a price for defiance. Stingray does battle with his conscience. A celebratory night on the town takes a turn. That was so stressful. I was scared. I kept thinking that something was going to happen to Carmen and Amanda, which was deeply stressful to me. But then it was Johnny and Chosen and Daniel in danger, and I was like, oh my gosh, but then it was just Mike, but then they decided to go to Terry's house, and it was all just a very stressful time. And then that brings us to the finale. A fight night erupts in the valley as Johnny, Daniel, Chosen, and their students summon all their skills and strength to expose Terry and take them down. They really know how to do finales on this show. They're always so exciting and so full of twists and turns. I think the scariest moment was when I thought Chosen was dead. That was very scary. It was also scary when I thought maybe Johnny was gonna die, but I was like, there was no way they were gonna kill off the main character of this show. It's basically his story. It started with him. It's not gonna, no, that wasn't gonna happen, but I was still stressed. The whole thing was so stressful, but it was so fun. And they defeated Terry, which was really great, but also a little like, if there's no Cobra Kai, there's no Terry, probably no John Kreese, like what are we gonna do next season? So I do feel a little like they might have set them up for a weird turn here, but I also very much trust this team and they have not let me down before and I don't think they will let me down. So even though we don't know what direction it'll go in, I feel like there are directions for it to go in and they'll pick the right one. Something about this season that I've been trying to articulate but I can't quite articulate is that I felt like we missed out on a few characters, like some weren't in it as much as they have been in the past. Specifically, Dimitri and Hawk. And maybe even a little Robbie, I kind of want to say. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was that we were focusing more on like Daniel and his stuff, which is fine with me, but I also felt like there were a couple of characters that I was missing. There were times where even I felt like Tori I was missing, but then as the season progressed I felt like she got her moment to shine. But did anybody else feel like it was a little less of some characters that we really love? Like they were kind of more ensemble and less like main. I don't know, I can't figure out how to describe it. I just walked away from it with this feeling like, oh, I wish we would have seen more of Hawk. Oh, I wish we would have seen more of Dimitri. I don't know. It's just such a big cast at this point, and there's so many stories to focus on, and this was largely about Daniel and about Terry, so I guess I understand, but at the same time there are people that I miss. And maybe that means we could have had more episodes? I don't know. I have no clue what I'm trying to say. It's just a feeling that I've had since it ended, and even while it was airing, while it was going on, I kind of kept having this feeling, but it wasn't enough to like ruin the season for me. Like, I'm good. And what we did get, I really enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you thought about Cobra Kai Season 5. It was a roller coaster, it was exciting, it was fun, as this show always is. I love you all. Stay beautiful, you people. Bye!